on the road again. Looks like I'm on the road again, and yeah, it's back to seeing the dentist again. I don't know how many of you saw one of my videos that my tooth actually, the new tooth, actually just fell out of my face while I was actually trying to bribe you into subscribing to my channel. Anyway, I made the appointment. I'm on my way there now in order to see if they can maybe super glue it in or something like that. I have no idea what they can do, but we will see. Anyway, what I wanted to talk to you about is, I know some of you may be wondering, why is this old dude trying to do YouTube? I mean, it's like, primarily YouTube is for very young participants. And what would I have to say? What do I have to offer that would make anybody vaguely interested in watching me? Well, I'll tell you, I'm doing this for 3 reasons. The first reason being that in doing Instagram, I found that there's a lot of very talented artists, costume designers, fashion designers, painters, sculptors, all over the world that have been and are sometimes very discouraged because they aren't the success that they thought they would be. And I just wanted to share part of my life, which has been basically a roller coaster, up and down, in and out, successes, failures, changes, but all with one goal, is to create. Like I said, I want to share that with you because the persistence, never giving up, if this is what you really desire, if this is what your heart is set for, if this is who you are, then I'd say don't let anybody discourage you, no matter how close they are. I know a lot of times they're doing it to try to save you, or they don't want to see you go through misery. But sometimes to have tried and not made it so far, it's not a sign that you will never make it or that it will never happen to you. So just keep going and never giving up, never quitting. As I often say, it's not over until I say it's over. So, just don't stop, don't cave in, don't quit. Okay, the second reason is for people that are my age, older, younger. A lot of us have thought in terms of retirement and life is basically over for us. I don't think that way because first off, I plan on living until I'm 125 minimum, and not old and decrepit. But it's the planet is not just for the young, the 20-year-olds, the early 30-year-olds. It's for all of us. The older we get, the more knowledge we have, the more wisdom we have, the more experience we have, and we still have a lot to offer. So, don't give up. Again, persistent. Just keep going, keep at it. It may be a little more taxing on the body as you get older, but it's not something that needs to be the end. You can just you can do it. You can do it. And if you don't, at least you tried. You spent your life. You spend your life trying to achieve something that you really feel strongly about, as opposed to achieving nothing. Okay, the third reason is, how do I put this? Several years ago, when I started doing costumes for Trisha Paytas, she encouraged me to do an Instagram page. It took me 3 years to actually do an Instagram page. I just kept putting it off, And my basic thought was, who in the hell wants to look at whatever I'm doing, or and at the same time, I don't really have a lot to say. I'm not very talkative. I'm really a quiet person. I'm really a homebody, introvert, as you may say. But after 3 years, I said, okay, let me go ahead and do it. I'll start out by doing it, whatever, see what happens, and so forth. And I was encouraged by quite a few people that started following me and so forth. And what I discovered is something that I hadn't done before, which was I could create outside of the parameters of that which I had to do for business purposes. Normally, the things that I was doing was either for a film or for a movie, for a film, for a television show, a commercial, music video, and it was like designing within a box, because you're given a framework in order to do, and so you create within that, which is great. It's a great way of expressing your view on a certain thing. But there's a lot of concepts and thoughts that were always stuck in my head that I was never able, those things just never came up. So, I mean, it's like it was experimentation and stuff like that. I discovered I could do that. And instead of just doing it and having it made and shoving it in my closet and say, oh, well, that's that, I did that, I could actually show it. Not with the intentions of selling it, but with the idea that, it was something I wanted to do. I did it. More than one person, myself, got a chance to see it. And therefore, now I can get that idea out of my head and move on to the next thing. And the more I did that, the more of you liked what I was doing and began to build somewhat of a following. I mean, I'm not there yet. I don't have, I have 7 of you that follow me. But, it's an eye-opener for me. It's a way of getting it out, and not having it still just caged in for just me. So I don't know. I'm just that. I guess I'm just that kind of guy that I want to share. That sharing. That's my thing. Anyway, getting close to the doctor, hopefully, the dentist, and I'll check back with you a little bit later, because they told me the last time that I can't film on the inside because of certain regulations that they have, which is understandable. I mean, people get crazy. I don't know what they would do with it, information like that, but it's a privacy policy that they have going on. So I'm going to respect that, and so I'll check back in with you a little bit later. All right, talk to you. Bye. Okay, time for the big reveal again. Hopefully, it's as nice as it was the first time. I asked him to super bond it, and he said he was going to do everything he possibly could. And hopefully this won't be another disappointment. Let me see how we go. Not bad. Looks good. Well, the last time it looked good too, but how things went after a couple of weeks. So I'll keep you posted. And meanwhile, everyone, you all have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.